There are now clear reports coming out from Gaza that when Gazan residents are preparing to get into their cars to cooperate and move away from the Gaza city from the north to the south, as commanded by the Israeli defense organization, that Hamas forces them back into their apartments, forces them out of the cars. When they find people going to the cars, they force them to go back. They tell residents, they give advice to residents not to evacuate. They feel that they wouldn't have anywhere to go in the south of Gaza. Hamas has told Gazans to ignore Israel's evacuation order. Now, where does this put people? Of course, it means that in practice it's not just 200, 150 to 200 Israeli hostages who are being held in Gaza. It's the entire Palestinian people in Gaza who are being held as hostage by the Hamas terrorists. And at the same time, there's a failure on the part of the Israeli command to recognize that when they give a word, it's not necessarily going to be followed by an action. Now, part of that is to do with the Israeli language, with Hebrew, the adapted version of ancient Hebrew. But in modern Hebrew and in ancient Hebrew, the word is the same. The word is davar. And davar means word, but it also means thing. So a word, davar, is an action. A word is a thing. A word is something that comes to life. And that's, of course, if you want the theological explanation, it goes all the way back to the creation of the world by God. And God created by word. Hence, a word is a thing. You give your word, you are doing something. But you are not doing something if you're prevented from doing something by a hostile terrorist organization like Hamas. And I think Netanyahu and the High Command of Israel need to factor in this fact, because so many lives will be lost should Israel carpet bomb and raze Gaza to rubble in 24 hours' time, simply because they have given an order, they have given a warning, and they assume it can be acted upon. There are many ways, there are many reasons why something cannot be done, even if you say that you're going to do it, even if you give advice to do it, even if you tell somebody to do it. There are many reasons why somebody cannot do it. Among others, of course, is the fact that people may be old, may be infirm, may be hospitalized. How exactly are people who are in the hospitals in Gaza to travel to the south? How exactly are they to do that on roads that have already been bombed and that are impassable? If Israel believes that people's lives will be saved by traveling to the south, then it must facilitate that travel. It must help. I don't know how that's possible, but I do know that presuming that a command or advice can be followed is deeply presumptuous and arrogant and wrong and morally base.